to the people of Greater Bunyoro. I'm joined by the host minister, who is privileged to be among the few lucky ones, because hosting the person of the president is not a very rare opportunity that you will walk around and pick it from nowhere. But I think he deserves it, having toured his farm in Kamanyere. And here at the father's home, you can see that indeed he's among the few members of cabinet who have embraced the gospel, being championed by the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Good morning, Honorable Minister, and you're live on UBC TV.
Oh, good morning. How are you? Good morning, viewers. My name is Fred Byamukama, a member of Parliament of the constituency, and I'm the Minister of State Charge of Transport. I'm happy to have hosted the president today in Kakumiro to launch the Acre model campaign for the Greater Kibaale districts. Greater Kibaale, we have Kumiro, Kagadi, Kibaale. Then we have the 4 districts. When we launch the campaign for Acre model, then we traverse down to the farmers. Within a period of 5 years, at least we shall have model farmers county. People don't need to move from Kagadi to come and learn from here. People don't need to come from Kibaale to come from here. We shall have many. Those with 1 acre, those with 2 acres, those with 3 acres, those with 4 acres. That's what we're targeting. Because we know in Bunyoro, the average holding capacity is about 45 acres, majority of the people. I'm not saying when we launch the 4 acre model campaign, we are chasing away those large-scale farmers, those who are growing maize on large scale, coffee on large scale. We're not chasing them out, but we want these ones with small land they can start earning. Like at the Kamanya demonstration farm, my model farm, I have an acre of pineapple. We have 1 acre of plantation with coffee. We have piggery, about 170 of them. We have poultry, about 25,000. We have cows for 0 grazing, about 6 of them, and 1 of grass. And when we started, it was poultry giving us money. And the poultry, we are getting a net pay of 55 million, and we're still getting it. Because of the yields we're getting from pineapple, the yields getting milk, and now we are in the net pay of 72 million Uganda shillings per month. For example, we know I have 11,000 poultry laying eggs. Each poultry lays 1 egg per day. 11,000 eggs, the tray has 30 eggs, that's about 366 trays a day. But you can't get all the 366 because of the method I'm using for feeding. You get about 302, 305. One egg is about between 11,000, 12,000. So per day, you're getting like 3.6 million, but you can't save all of it. You have to buy feed. So the savings you get per day times a month, you find the gross earning, you get about 100 million. But you can't keep all of it. You have to pay workers, feeds, water. You remain with about 55 net pay out of the 11,000 birds. Now you get the milk. We have cows, 6 of them, giving us 20 liters per day. Here a cup of milk is 1,000 because we don't have cows. A liter is 2,000. When you look at 6 cows, it is about 120 liters of milk. 120 liters, you get about 240 per day. So when you multiply by a month, remove the medicine for the cows, maybe remove soap and salt and other things, paying workers, you remain with some good money. The pineapples, they're also giving good money. So that's where we are, and we are moving on very well, and we are happy. This is an extension of the Kamanya demonstration farm. People have been asking, where do you put all that money? We are saying you can have small land, then later you expand and get big land. So here we have about 40 acres of coffee. We bought here, you can see this is the adjacent land, and when we bought here we have been planting coffee. And the 40 acres we have also started the harvesting. So you can start from 0, you go up. And the message I'm giving to the community, when you're a leader, may do this to lead by example. When you show people what to do, it will be easy to lead them because they are happy. What makes people difficult to lead when they don't have money? But when they are earning their money, they can't even stress you. For example, the function we have had, I've got 21 cows free of charge. I've got rice. I've got about 850 bunches of matoke free of charge. You saw yesterday people slept around who were peeling, giving me free labor. They're happy because some of them are earning money. So it is easy to lead people who are earning something. But when people are poor, you have not showed them what to do, it is a problem. And I encourage my fellow leaders, let's not carry the voters on our back. That's why at the end of the term in the parliament, things don't work well, because all the 5 years we are carrying the voters on the back. Let's show them what to do. If they earn their own living, they will be happy, and eventually they give you free votes.
Okay, Honourable Minister, as you started off this farming, did you see things like they will be better as you see them now today?
Yeah, I saw things they will be better because I visited the president with my father before he died. And the president said, you young man, you have come in politics, I want to lead by example. He took us to visit his farms in Rwachitura. He took us to visit his farms in Kisozi, including neighbors in Kisozi, in Kaumu. People were showing what they're earning, because for them they were already earning. And from there, I came and started mine. I was very sure of what I was doing, because I had seen it somewhere it was working. So I was very sure, and I don't regret. I'm doing well, and I'm happy. All my neighbors, some of them have started learning, and like the pig, I use it for political capital I give to my neighbors. So really, I was sure of what I was doing, because I visited and listened to the president's message. And after listening to it also, I thought it may not be possible. But when I went and observed, I asked questions, I calculated this through, and I saw it was possible.
But is it easy to begin?
Yeah, it is easy to begin, as long as you're not greedy. The problem people have, they come now like at my model farm, they see poultry, piggery, they see at zero grazing cows. Now someone goes home to dream to start at once. You start with one enterprise like pineapple. After pineapple, then you can go to banana plantation with coffee. Then you go to Lake. Me, I started with poultry, about 2,000. And I lost about 1,000 due to I didn't know how to manage. And the vet people were using, the doctors, they didn't know what to do. So I lost about 1,000. I started with poultry and pineapple. Then later I added on cows. They were only 2. Later I went to piggery. Then when the money was coming, I expanded. That's where I am. Now when someone sees this, he forgets I started it 3 years back. That was 2021. But now someone wants to come today, the next day goes and gets a loan from bank. That's the FOICA model. There, the profits may not come immediately, but when you do one by one, and we are saying when you come to learn, please go and practice what you can afford, because the world is not ending today. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Honourable Minister. Well, that is the Minister, State for Works and Transport, Honourable Fred Byamukama, giving us a clear picture of how he started these initiatives and what exactly he's taking home at the end of the day. You have heard of 72 million shillings per month net. Well, if you can try to observe, like, if you are a farmer, if you are somewhere seated in your sitting room, ask yourself 2 questions. Can I pick this money from nowhere? The answer automatically is no. But then if you try to listen in to such living examples of ministers, Byamukama and others, then there is an opportunity on your door which you haven't yet realized. But that's what the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is coming here to re-echo, that indeed Ugandans should not look at the other employment, because he has always made it very clear so many times that in fact the government cannot employ all Ugandans, but what can give employment to the rest of Ugandans is going through ventures such as this. And that's why the initiatives such as NAD's Operation Wealth Creation, we have now the recent one, the Parish Development Model, have been brought on board by government to ensure that government supports its citizens in trying to eradicate poverty, starting from the household up to the other levels of sub-county and parishes. So as we wait for the President here in Kisala village in Chikwaya sub-county, of course, the day is going to be a busy one. The President has like almost 5 venues starting from this one. This is the first venue as soon as he lands here in Kakomero District, where he will be beginning with visiting this extended demonstration farm of Minister Friday Byamukama. Then he will be proceeding to next venues. But here already to receive the President, a section of members of cabinet, we shall be interacting with them later on in the day. This is how beautiful this home looks like. But it is not by coincidence. The minister, you have heard him, he says, if you go farming, things will be okay. And I believe for our viewers, this is a politician. If by God's bad chance, if he is kicked out of parliament tomorrow or the other day, I think he will not feel the burden, he will not feel the weight of a loss, because he has that continuity of earning. What we all need in this life is earning, either politically. Now Minister Byamukama has added on farming. I think For our viewers, let's take this serious. You can begin from what you have as an individual. Even if that is 1,000, it can do something for you. So with me here, let me try to see if we can at least be interacting with a few ministers who are already here, and we wait for the arrival of the president. This is Honorable Jennifer Namuyangu, the State Minister for Bunyoro Affairs. We have had so many interactions with her in our subsequent news bulletins, but of course, there's nothing to do. She's here with us and we will have to engage her in a few minutes as we wait for the president. Honorable Minister, I see a very beautiful smile on your face. Where is it coming from?
Namuyangu Kacha Jennifer is my name, Minister of State for Bunyoro. We are here in Kakumiro at Honorable Fred Byamukama's home and farm. What I've seen is so encouraging. It is so good, and I want to appreciate Honorable Byamukama. The coffee alone, which I've seen here, because one time we were here with the president again, that coffee was not there. But now you can see the coffee. It is actually already fruiting. But also, I saw the piggery, I saw the poultry, 25,000 birds in a very small place. I saw the coffee mixed with bananas. I saw the dairy. I saw pineapples. In just 4 acres, is earning net 72 million per month. And this is reality. I really want to appreciate him. He has put up a learning center where people come and learn. But he has done extensive farming where he has the coffee here, over 20 acres of coffee. It is something that the rest of us as leaders must copy. I'm already doing something in Vukedi. I also have the 4-acre model, but what I've seen here is so enterprising.
But as Vukedi, how will you move away from the rice growing? The wetlands are always your immediate places of investments. What message do you carry back home?
Well, what I've done back home in Vukedi, at the wetland, I border River Mpologoma. My land goes up to River Mpologoma. I've put fish ponds. And right now, I'm harvesting every day. I'm earning 800,000 because I've decided not to sell my fish at once. I stocked 10,000 and I just take to the market what can be finished in a day. But so far, 5 days, they are bringing 800,000 per day. And by the time I finish my 10,000 pieces of fish, I will have earned at least about 30 to 40 million from just a half an acre. So I encourage our people to get out of the rice because it is not paying. Somebody stays in the swamp growing rice 5 months and then walks away with 2 bags, which is hardly 1 million. But for me, I'm going to earn my clean money, about 40 million, when I've not put in so much. The initial investment is big, but the president has told us he can dig those ponds for people. And I know if everybody really moved in to do that, we shall even conserve the wetlands. Like for me, I'm even picking water from the wetland. The water from the pond that gets out, I am using it to irrigate my vegetables on 2 acres. I am using the grass from the wetlands to mulch my bananas and coffee. So it is something that many people can copy. And the work which is being done at the ponds is not intensive. You just walk there at 9 in the morning, you give the fish your food, then you go back at 1 to give food, and at 5 in the evening, and you are done. So you have time to do other things. And the fish will never come to you to say, I'm sick. We don't treat fish. No. You only put there your fish, and after 6 to 8 months, you start harvesting.
Our viewers will say, Namuyangu, of course, is a minister. This is affordable. What's there to share with our viewers? Like, this is not so tough.
A minister can do big ponds, but for you, in your own means, you can do even smaller ponds. Right now, the fisheries officers have even the technology where they can build a small pond at your home. And then you just keep refilling water, you remove water, and you keep your ponds at home. So you can do 1,000 pieces of fish. The youth, very energetic, who are most of the time spending time in trading centers, they can even work together. For 5 youth, you go and dig a pond and then put the fish. You can even appeal to government to give you the fish flies.
In this case, can the PDM money be of much use?
Yeah, PDM money can be useful if you dig the pond and then you use it for stocking and part of the money for feeds. Of course, the challenge that we have mainly as fish farmers, the feeds, we buy them from far. For example, if you are in Kibuku, you have to go to Jinja or Mbale. And each kilo is 5,000, which is expensive. So the PDM farmer with his 1 million may not afford. Yes. And then the fish fries you have to buy from Serere or Kajansi. Each piece is 300.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Well, that is the Minister in charge of this region where we are enjoying today. The atmosphere seems to be going to be a cool one, and we would love to pray that indeed we'll continue under this same arrangement as we receive and host the President of the Republic of Uganda in Kakumiro. Honorable Persis Namuganza is that yellow guy you are seeing on your screens carrying a red bag. But as you can see, the ministers have already taken position. I think the signs are very clear that His Excellency the President is very, very closing up with us here. But as we wait for the President, I can be at least making them busy as we wait for him. Honorable Persis Namuganza, okuva ere ewaife Busoga, I think she's one of the beneficiaries of what exactly is here in Kakumiro. And we want to know how big his bag is, her bag rather, as she moves back to Busoga in terms of the wealth creation gospel.
It's a very interesting gospel. As you said, it's nice to sing it every day, because when people's lives get better and they have come, because one of the most difficult things I have seen is to rule or to lead the people when they are poor. They are so demanding. They think 100.
It's a live camera.
But you move also. You move, let us be the last people.
I'm wide. Yes. This one is in a camera, I'm very can't be seen.
Well, the president has just done a very few of the tasks here in this garden, and that was pruning. For those who know how farming is done, and now is continuing with the pruning, and that is what exactly we are witnessing on your screens. Well, it is the launch of the 4-acre model for Greater Kibaale districts, and that is the districts of Kakumiro, Kagadi, and Chikuve. This is one of the expanded farms for the demonstration farm of Kamanyire. This is a farm owned by the Minister State for Transports, that is Honorable Fred Byamukama. And there the president will pose for a photo moment with the family of the minister, and the minister there is being flanked by the wife. And of course you can see the weather, but that is the president, a fighter. There's no... Let's listen in there as the minister tries to explain to us.
Now the 72 million. We invested in extending land. Here we have now 40 acres of coffee. We have put banana plantation. We are saying if you get profit from the 4-acre model, you're not limited that you don't invest it anywhere. If you are now rich, you can invest in extend farming, do hotel, do whatever you wish, as long as you're getting profit from there and invest them somewhere for further extension.
Sit in the day. Nkyamubuulira nekimuddwa.
Kakumiro District, located in the rich Bunyoro region, is where the parish development model is transforming communities following the region's visionary leaders and hardworking farmers. Through the parish development model, local farmers are leveraging innovative agricultural practices to lift themselves and their communities from subsistence to a money economy. The Parish Development Model is a government-led initiative that empowers rural communities to take charge of their own development. Local government leaders are doing their best to provide access to training, resources, and financing as the model encourages farmers to diversify their income streams and adopt sustainable agricultural practices. Ategeka Juliet, the treasurer of Akwetereireho Poultry Keeping PDM Sacco in Kakumiro District, confirms that they got 11 million shillings from government and all the members invested the money wisely. Juliet, who dropped out of school at an early age, holds a success story that is currently shining all through Kakumiro and a perfect example of President Museveni's Prosperity for All mission. She is happy that the president has brought about change in their area through the parish development model.
Nkafuna sente za PDM. Nkafuna ruto ya sokere omu January. Obunyamazire egrupu yaitu enyafuniremu bagieta Akwetereireho Poultry Keeping. Eri ekusangiwa mu Kakumiro District, omu Kakumiro Town Council, Musemwema Ward. Omu grupu ya Akwetereireho Poultry Keeping nkoranka treasurer we grupu eyo. Bwire buno omu grupu eyo abakafuna mu PDM tuli 11 baitu bwire buno bona bainoho enkoko ezibakuolekya kandi bafuniremu amagoba na nyowe nfuniremu ebirungi kuonka tingakoramu garosi ndeeta obukoko obuto buli bwe kiro kimu nimbukuza nibwikiyo mwezi gumu obumara nintandika kutunda ninguza bamemba abakwenda abali aheru ya grupu yaitu abali mu grupu yaitu nibagenda nibakuza obumara nibatandika kutunda omu grupu eno tufuniremu ebirungi omu PDM era nkaito abakweteiro grupu tukusiima government ya Museveni ya NRM nkanyowe nkasoma nyahika omusiniya 4 tinyatunga chance yokweyongerayo baitu hati PDM obuyaizire no kunsomesa bansomesa ntujja kutandika grupu yokusibika enkoko itwe grupu yaitu twakomamu kusibika enkoko nahura nkitwaire muno enkoko zitukoleira amagoba nkanyowe mfuniremu ebirungi kuonka.
Juliet's chivalo is quite interesting. With the PDM money, she bought 300 chicks at 2,950 shillings each, and she says every month she sells the chicks to other farmers who find it hard to raise the young ones from the start. At this stage, she sells each chick at 10,000 shillings. Juliet testifies how she makes huge profits from her poultry project. Juliet has so far secured safe water for her birds and home, bought land in the nearby town and built a house, and pays for her children's school fees without facing difficulty. The success of PDM in Kakumiro is not accidental. It comes after vigorous training by several district and local council experts of different expertise in the agriculture sector.
Obukoko bwa uzima buli kakoko kamu tukagura ha 2,995 nyowe obunyafunire sente nkatandika n'enkoko bisatu nyaleeta nyatunda obutuika kutunda obukoko buli kakoko tukatunda omutwaro nyafunamu amagoba nyayongera nyaleeta enkoko bitano ruto ya kabiri kasoka nfuna sente za PDM nyakalete enkoko emirundi 8 nintunda nimaza ninyongera ninkora odendi omumirundi eyo yona nfuniremu ebirungi kubanga nkora amagoba nkasoka nyayombeka ekiju nkabantaina ekiju store emerenya girazaga munju nyayombeka ekiju aroho store aroho n'enkoko bakasitomo babani benda kujja kuroleraho ezindekaho bakasitoma baje barolereho niko bafune amani go kugura ziri ne barura ezange nikura kurungi nyamazire kuombeka ekiju amagoba ganyafunire mu rutwendi nkaguraho tanka kubanga amaizi gakabani gantiribaniza kugasombera hamutwe obunyamazire kugura tanka nyakura henju nyasemeza henju nyasasuraho school fees za abana bakwega abana bana bali mu isomero hati rutwendi agatanka gabaire gahoiremu obwire bw'omusana nyafunaho agatapu bampereza amaizi nyasasuraho hati wire bunu tinyina kizibu na amaizi enkoko zikunywa kurungi kubanga zinda amaizi amecumi erutwendi nguziroho itaka myezi 3 emikoto omutawuni kanso muno lirisinziri na abana nibegaga mpora kandi ahakana tata wabo taikara hakolera harayira baitu ninyaro yeka haikiri nsoboire kugiyemerezaho omukazi ndinyenka.
Dr. Remy, who was appointed to support these farmers, says great steady progress is underway, and he believes that if leaders continue with their spirit of transformation and farmers wanting to learn new farming techniques for higher yields, the parish development model will be one of the best programs in the country.
So when PDM was enrolled, we were called upon as veterinary officers to come and support our farmers. And one of the things that we did before they started, all they got funds, was to train them in proper management of the enterprises that they would choose. Most of the farmers in Kakumiro chose poultry and piggery because those were some of the enterprises that they were familiar with, and it was easy for us to train them. Here I have Mrs. Juliet, and she has been one of our very successful farmers. Firstly, when we conducted the training, we were able to, because in success of any enterprise, there are some things that we look at. We look at the breed, we look at nutrition, and we look at the management. For the breed, these are broilers. They are sourced from a company called Uzima, which has strongly helped and supported our farmers. The Uzima, these chicken come when they are pre-vaccinated. They vaccinate them on day 1. So it is easy for the farmer to look after the chicken before they fall sick. But even they give us a vaccination schedule. So the farmer follows the vaccination schedule. They vaccinate the chicken on day 8, day 12, and even on the 3rd week, so that the chicken do not die. So you will find that with our farmer, she has, when she's brooding her chicken, she has 95% of the chicken surviving from the brooder.
Meet Biarugawa Edward, a beneficiary of PDM, who tactfully combined livestock farming with crop production. He says, much as he gets good income from the animals, his family never runs short of food to eat. And all this, he says, is a result of the parish development model.
Yange tukaganyirwamu musente za PDM. So far abamemba benyina nakafunawo abakatunga 8. So nisholeka nti emiliyoni 8 mbamemba bange bona zikabayikamu. Kandi obuzabayikiremu bagenderewe batwegeseze kukora. Gurupu yange tukusibika enkoko. Niyo tusenga kusibika enkoko. Kandi nekindi tuli balime. Hati nkabo twakozire gurupu itwena tukaba ntweritegerezangana. Tukasoka kukoma mukurora abali redde. Obwire obusente bagambe zikozire kizijja kweja. Twaikara nturora omuntu ali redde. Aina wakantu ati nkaitwa abasibiki b'enkoko. Tukasinga kutunura nk'omuntu aina ekijju kandi abaire nasibika. Niko atatandika project abaire atakusibika kandi atajiganyirwemu. Hati tu abasokere kufuna bakandi basibika, then n'abandi abayongeiro bakagenda ni barwali abo abasokere kufuna. Niko baro ekintu nikirubata kuronge.
Senior citizen Oramwende Senina of Kakumiro West is extremely happy for the president to have such a great vision of the PDM. She received her 1 million shillings and immediately started a piggery project. Senina tells us a very successful and inspiring story. With the success she has so far registered, Senina dreams of expanding the project beyond what she is currently owning.
Kaleta muzeyi nanyi naishiriza muzeyi ya bampa emiliyoni 1. Kuruga mu banka beto mu banka tukasigayo emitwale 5 twatunga 9.5. Ni nyonda shemere bwa muzeyi abwe kintu kiyatkoleire bakampesete sete zibampere naziguramwe empunu zanje murazireba. Bishatu byatwarwa mukama we nanka ni we numi buri mpunu kujemesa barakwecana uramugalize cyana kimwe cyempunu batware byana bishatu. Ati yansigize byana bina ebyana mwenda nkabitunda. Kunamazire kubitunda napangisa akataka naryala mwenshi. Ngerimwe binyobwa, ngerimwe mumondo bujungu, ngerimwe bihimba. Era na nyamwa zo kubishe butiba mbwene wombere ndi muntu abendi kuhinga. Wabuli. Mbwene namara kutundiga bihimba. Mukama yanyambe mpunu zanje ati yazirabuza nkesande nkebiri zikashwa zikemo murundi gwako. Umurundi gwa kabiri. Zamara kuzara amagoba gunda atungende yakasete nkatwale nkai. Nkatwale mu banka. Nve kuba mbikireyo. n'ebyokulya byanje aliko biragira ki aliko bireera ndatunda beto mu meisho wanga yanyambire vikakura nandena ngu nije nyongereye nankeje koja ngo nyina kafete nobere nayongereye nanka naho kute nankeje aho kuta obwana yebuzira boko obwana ati yina yenda butera mutere kuriya munju era buryo kompo niyo mbusherekero munju obwana bwasigere hobona.
Other farmers say before the parish development model, they were struggling to make ends meet. But now, with the support they received, they are able to run successful enterprises and provide amicably for their families.
Kayino mwani mukuru nago fatarayiza. Fatarize ezo nazonjero mwani gwanje gunabire nyine natamu. Gukagura rebeka kubi gutakwera je kunatira mufatariza gwabonera gwanyurira. Ntabwo yesho kushora kunanda sharu nkengerwa hamagobo mukusharura. Kabani nyamo nshaho ishatu bitu ati nkiya mu kaga. Aho nareba nti esente zikagezeho kunyamba za PDM zibampire. Abo kuba ubwiro ubwo kagezeho kuyo umwani kagutunde 15 gomire. Nareba ngo nabasa kufuna mamagoba.
As witnessed by Major himself, the district was lucky to host President Museveni on 26 January 2022. He says the launch of PDM in the district on the same day was a huge blessing to them. Major David further says the achievements of PDM are enormous. People are happy and busy creating sustainable development not only for themselves but for the country at large. The parishes are advancing steadily with people's mindsets changing day by day.
For us, we are lucky, like the Chibuku people. On the 26th of January 2022, we hosted the president, we hosted the Naremu Day, and on that day, the president again launched parish model here. So after Chibuku, almost we were the next in the line. As we talk now, by December, we had gotten about 11 billion plus, I think 11 billion 300 million. And each parish out of the 105 had gotten its 100 million. It was a nice experience, nice excitement, because this is a manifesto commitment. If you go to the manifesto under job and wealth creation, it is there below, rural development and transformation. It was a commitment by government, so I want to thank the chairman of the party, who is also the commander-in-chief and head of state, for this vision to support our people. The list and the number are quite many. Right from putting a smile to these poor homes. These days when you reach your home, people receive you with a lot of happiness and they take you around the garden. So they are doing something. Those who are in poultry, those who are in farming, those who are in vegetables. Fish farming, not too much because of the feeds. So it has put a smile in many homes.
Mr. Atugonza commends teamwork as a pillar of success in their PDM circle that received 32 million shillings. He says, agreeing as a team, money was divided equally into 8 groups. Atugonza says all the 125 members of the circle are now successful farmers.
First phase tukafuna sente kuruga mu government. Tinatandikise buli obutaito bwasokere baitu twasokire kimu kugaba zali milioni 32. 32 twali twine groups 8 mu LOC mukaga. Mu groups 8 ezo twasalaho twadividingamu twagamba milioni 32 ha groups 8 buli groups erafuna sente zinga twazigabira mu group twamanya nti buli group eja kufuna abantu bana buli group twagisa ya abantu abo bana abantu bana bafuna first phase ha milioni 32 busaho gamba ntyo beno ero situkaginyigiriza ntyo bantu yambatoita atukakikora mu bwenganiza ekindi mu parish model twafuna sente ezindi ezagarukireho za milioni 25 miliyoni 25 zali zakagyaho twatandika kukora processes za government wendi kuteka nakina financial inclusion batugamba musoke mulindeho ne miliyoni ezindi 5 zigiyeho niko mwijulize hamu ebintu ebyo byona heja miliyoni 5 mubwire butaito zaba miliyoni 75 miliyoni 75 twazikolera omulimo gwazo no kusigikira meetings ebatwetamuga ne batusomesaga ibyo bikabaho na process kusinga buli ha miliyoni 32 hakwa miliyoni 32 ziri haro processes tutali mweza amani byali bya speed bitakwetagisibwaki kubikoraho ari abakusinga bakazihirayo mu banka naye hari zinu miliyoni 5 75 hizo zikabaho process batweta process ya wendi nayo twali tutagimanyire beija sub counties batweta nkabe kulembeze batwegesa enge tusakuteka abantu hawendi kale kugamba ekintu kyona bakigaruha system.
To farmers, PDM program has been a game changer. The lessons learned beyond just the money they got is what sets PDM apart from other government programs. The results have been truly inspiring. Across Kakumiro, farmers are embracing the opportunities presented by the parish development model, diversifying their income streams and improving their overall quality of life. The results have been truly inspiring. Across Kakumiro, farmers are embracing the opportunities presented by the parish development model, diversifying their income streams and improving their overall quality of life.
Omu enterprise yanje nyinemu ba member 27 tukahinga omwani bamwe abashangire omwani bamwe bakagezaho kuhinga cutting konka abashangirwe bamwe bineho omwani akatare tukakabona nituguza ogomire tuguza umubashubuzi tutwara habyoma tufuna akasente kiriro kilogramu eyo gomire ibire ryabe tukugiguza 15 ahabwa hati nikwemerire therefore abantu nibagezaho nindebo mu groupe yanje abantu nibagezaho okukurakurana okurugira embera izibabire barimo ahabwa kasente kabidema akubafunire nindeba hariho encuka ebyentasa kurugirira okubyayongire itwe omyaka eyo misho vision eyitwine nka enterprise yanje twenda ngu na kasente ka PDM twaheza kukashashura turebeke ngo nitwe twasigarana kige cyo tunguka twagumizamo tukore ntunguka.
Through poultry farming, piggery projects and coffee enterprises, the people of Kakumiro are not only securing their own futures but also contributing to the broader economic development of their region. The parish development model is more than just a collection of agricultural initiatives within parishes. It is a holistic approach to rural transformation, empowering communities to take charge of their own destiny and build a brighter, more sustainable future. In Kakumiro, the parish development model is not just a promise, but evidence-based success to the resilience and entrepreneurial spirit of Uganda's rural communities through the visionary leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Tibuhaburwa.
Nyewonye na mashemero gwa munonga abwa kintu kimuzeyi yatukoleire kutuletera nankani enkurakurana entunguka yo kutuletera parish model
ebigenderwa umwisho nyencha kare mbase kubaje mbase kurugo kuhuna ndindi mbase kombeka kakashuka rungi shomesa abana babase kushomaje nikonde kwa abana bo bakure bari kwenyumiriza mu government ya President Museveni.
PDM, changing lives. Jinja District is nestled in the heart of the Busoga sub-region and is known for its picturesque beauty. It is home to the source of the River Nile and lies on the tranquil shores of Lake Victoria. But beyond its scenic landscapes lies a community facing challenges where approximately 23% of its population struggles with poverty. Despite being a major industrial hub and a magnet for tourism, poverty persists within the fabric of Jinja District. However, a new dawn emerges with the implementation of the parish development model, a beacon of hope aimed at transforming livelihoods and uplifting communities from poverty.
Mumuloka gwanga bafuna sente government beyagemera kuneba sente abasinga bungi batandise okuba obulungi kubanga eriyo member mulala eyafuna sente yagula mu isambe ly'ebikado yaligula million dollar yatunda million dollar na kitundu yaizayo yaja yatunda kale yafunamu yabanga ali million 3 okuva bwe yaja tazazaamu oyo yabanga amaze yabagula embidi dagaka era sawe nedindi dijja kutundibwa dijja kuzaala abaana kale tibali bubino the central ready to dinga dili abagula abaja nibagula nga pichipichi bali kusomba sente
okubiriza abantu bana mu Uganda nti program ya government program ya government then game tunatwa muntu agende kubanga ne daife nakubiriza abafuna sente bakole ebyo bebasabira ku sente edo batakola bindi kubanga bidadi kusaba tediza kubada kusasula tidakulya kumalawo nakubiriza abakola emimo gino nga bakamba ife okuva igu kusekereti Kampala bakole emirungi nakaka bakajja nga kajja kutukola emirimu egyo katufe nga twende yetuli nga bakulembeze batakalya nga bonka.
Ngobi David, a member of Butamira Parish Development Committee, says they made careful selection of beneficiaries that was meant to ensure a seamless integration and effective implementation of the parish development model through wise enterprise selection.
Esente giza akakaire kajajira akakaire katukiro ku bantu direct era baba washwe bali kuneka tumulimo gwagukolere abantu tuli basanyufu era basanyufu ate era bongeirwe mu amani akakaire kuizo mu family sente nyingi nga isobe kidakyonka mbona ati abantu bali ganyulwamu abali kwa yenkoko abali kwa yente abali kwa yembuli abali kwa yembizi abali kulime emere kongerwamu era kuna sente gino ejayizira kakaire abantu bali miroduma abemere lero duma ali kunusulusa lukaga kusinzire ngeji bali kolamu sente ntinyi jayizira mu bantu bali kulima merati ano ambera abantu basune sente ejo basima bongerwa era nkasya akakaye abantu 10 buli muluka sa government yongere kumpe bantu bikumi 2 milioni meka 2 esente ejongero kunekanga gizo mu bantu ate yajatukira mulimo giri kola baba tuweralikiriramu ntese jakomere ku district esente jatukira wansi giri kola milimo abantu basanyufu nendo kwebaza olukiiko lwange lwenkoze nalwo
chairperson loans committee aliwo niba nange bona Madam Nansubuga Ruth twalwana ino Busimbalala twagaba emiliyoni 17 edatuwebwa mu sako yaffe eya Kamwani. So n'olw'ensonga edo nenda okusiima government nti kino kitukoze bulungi nti mu butuufu omuntu wa wansi saawa eno abasinga bali kweyagala era eno n'enkola yonka eidye n'eyamba abantu aba wansi era ng'abasinga bafuna esente era badikosa bulungi dhoti mu bulaabo abatontona ng'abasinga badikosa bulungi.
At least 1,200 individuals have already embraced PDM initiatives in Jinja District, venturing into diverse enterprises such as crop cultivation, animal husbandry, and off-farm activities.
Nenda okusokerera kutuusa okusiima kwange eri gavumenti yaife enungi ekulemberwa President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni olw'okuva ni program yaife ya PDM etuyambye okututola we tuli tubaire tuli bubi nga tusobola kwenunula mu mbeera ya byanfuna ffe bwe tutafuna sente